Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra December 19, 2022. Today's transits position you well to observe and pick up some interesting information. Taking a step back from the world can help you recenter. It's time for some reflection and rest. Still, a Mercury-Uranus transit points to a special enjoyment of others' perspectives, which can spark your own ideas. Brainstorming can be helpful, and feedback might open your eyes to a situation, benefiting you nicely. You're not interested in doing the same things, and you may be pushing boundaries a little in your conversations. You're finding inventive ways to advance your interests. You have been watching your relationships evolve before your eyes since 2018. This is because electric Uranus, the planet of surprise and change, has been standing across the sky from you and causing your partner to crave more freedom. This may at times have caused you some confusion. However, if single, you may have even noticed that the kinds of people you're being attracted to has changed. Today, as Uranus and Mercury smile upon each other in a trine, you have a very special edge when communicating with a potential or long-term partner. Start a sexy and fun conversation and watch as it spirals into hilarious territory. Expect the unexpected. Try to maintain your authority and maturity throughout the conversation today when Mercury in Capricorn trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus. You may notice that the conversation shifts could impact the stability of a working relationship, obligation, or commitment. Now, if you want to break free from an arrangement, then this trine might be the perfect time to cut ties. If you want to change something or introduce something new, then, by all means, go for it. But use this transit wisely so that you do not lose something that you want to maintain. What makes a friendly aspect between today's intuitive and imaginative lunar vibes and Mars in your financial sector is that this is a taste of things to come. This last visit while Mars is in retrograde motion can fuel your financial confidence, instincts and imagination, but also fire up some of that old financial passion and fighting spirit. However, with the dwarf planet Ceres returning to an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart tomorrow, this will provide more enduring support. We all need to pay attention to our liver, as it helps us in that all-important digestive process. Cleansing the liver is important in other respects, as well. A healthy liver helps clean our blood and eliminate toxins from our bodies. Did you know that the liver is your body's largest vital organ? Size matters here, so pay attention. Beets are a natural liver cleanser, and can be prepared in many delicious ways, and vinegar and lemon help stimulate the liver. Also, be respectful of your body when consuming alcohol. If you like to buy the occasional lottery ticket or invest in a stock option, this is definitely the day to do it. Given that you are yourself, the likelihood of success in such random activities is much greater. Many consider this to be the essence of luck and fortune. When it comes to things like this, it certainly couldn't hurt to have a little extra boost. It can also prove to be a lucrative time. If you're expecting a check in the mail, it is more likely to turn up on this day. Today's nostalgic and reflective lunar vibes are the perfect backdrop to Jupiter's last weekend in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart. When the moon returns each month, this will bring an invitation to slow down, make time to hear yourself think and to take your work hat off. When the moon is here over the weekend, that makes it a lot easier, but with Jupiter leaving a playful part of your chart and returning to your busy work sector next week, the timing couldn't be better. At the same time that Jupiter is spending his last weekend in your romantic sector, a friendly aspect between Mercury and Uranus is making this a special day on the communication and relationship fronts. It is over the weekend that the love, communication and relationship gods are not just making their presence felt, but are ready to push back on anything that is getting in their way. Our eyes in the sky. Our morning rituals could be disrupted, and the Libra moon squares off with Venus this morning. It could become overwhelming if things feel unorganized. Give yourself extra time for tasks throughout the day, because your usual schedule could get thrown for a loop. The connection between Mercury in Capricorn and Uranus retrograde in Taurus can help us unpack our emotions as we navigate the dream world, so pay attention to any strange occurrences that happened while you were traversing the astral realms. A tendency to push yourself forward creates an adverse impression with the people you meet. Even if it's not intentional, your attitude disrupts any potential for things to run smoothly. Try to restrain yourself. Otherwise, you're unlikely to impress anyone since your boastful manner makes you seem conceited and unapproachable. Emotions could feel a little out of your control during the day as well, so give yourself permission to cry if you feel frustrated and need a release. Remember that everyone is experiencing the same unsettled atmosphere, so try to be kind to the people you encounter. A perfect scenario for settling outstanding financial matters is what you desire. Of course, you must be as careful as usual when dealing with money. You have the right instincts for choosing sensible investments, and the advice you receive is far more conclusive than on other occasions. Larger purchases, a car or a house, don't faze you. Today will be unpredictable, to say the least, so expect surprises of both the pleasant and unpleasant variety. Luckily, the messy energy begins to dissipate later. When the Libra moon makes a harmonious aspect to Mars retrograde, intellectual downloads are not uncommon, so be sure to write down any new insights that come to mind. The energy here promotes genius, making it a great evening for artists and writers to engage in their craft. In the morning, the Libra moon squares off with Venus in Capricorn, causing us to crave relationships that look good on paper. Wanting solid partnerships that stand the test of time is natural. But longevity should be just one of the attributes we strive for now. If permanence is our only qualification as to what constitutes a successful relationship, we risk compromising for the wrong reasons. Don't prioritize keeping the peace over saying your piece. Communication is key. Remember that everyone must do their part to help a union thrive, whether that union is romantic, platonic, or familial. Hiding your needs does everyone a disservice. And if you give others what you think they want without asking, you may find your assumptions to be totally off base. It's not what you say but the way that you say it. You're involved in all kinds of talks and must respond appropriately. Even when you feel like speaking the truth or your honest opinion is asked for, choose the words carefully. Conclusions you arrive at are brutally honest and extremely cutting. Avoid acting this way, and conduct conversations diplomatically. Before noon, the moon trines retrograde Mars in Gemini, helping us to assert ourselves intelligently. Under this influence, we recognize how to spin situations in our favor through wordplay or powers of suggestion. People trust our judgment and follow our lead. We can identify clever solutions to problems without rocking the collective boat. Currently, we realize that we don't need to minimize ourselves for others. You may find yourself rushing from one place to another. People demand your attention and want to involve you in their conversations. The sound advice you can contribute, provide the necessary impetus required to implement new schemes or ideas that result. Take some well-deserved leisure time for yourself.